You know, I realize it's been a long time since we've watched one of these.
From the director, who in a better world made a Malignant sequel instead.
He might as well have. This was the best part of the movie for me,
as far as DC cinematic coffin, and all that's left to say is rest in
What if I need to tinkle?
Piss?
Take a bucket of piss and call it Granny's pee.
I can't even piss. Standing up.
Could have just peed on it.
You know the Romans used to brush their teeth with their urine?
Superpowers, dude. I don't even know how to pee in this thing.
Kiss my go.
It was so dumb.
Is ink piss?
Aquaman. And
Every
the
movie?
Lost Kingdom.
Every movie had something.
How do you follow up a billion-dollar hit like Aquaman 1? If you're Warner Brothers, you wait 5 years. Let everyone know it won't matter before it starts.
Yep.
Throw some Netflix-level jokes at the screen.
Thank you.
Keep your eyes open.
Well, that'll be easy. Mine don't close.
And close out the universe with a man eating a cockroach trying to smile through the pain.
Literally. And that was like actual...
Powerful metaphor for the DCU.
Actual sound
See that
effects.
before it gets deleted for tax purposes. Muscle suit up with Arthur Curry, a man determined not to cut carbs this time.
What's up, Hemsworth? You gotta work out, I didn't.
He's embraced fatherhood,
Sheesh.
raising a child alongside his dad and his wife. Don't show her. They yell when you show her.
Single parents.
Don't show her.
Phew. He's embraced being a single dad and rules
Literally,
Atlantis
even though
with
she
an
shows up
iron
every now and then.
fish.
I'm so bored, I don't even know which end of the Brine King I'm supposed to be looking at half the time.
But when the crack reporters of Metropolis finally discover climate change,
We've seen an extraordinary rise in temperatures reported around the world.
Aquaman will take up the fight against a disaster set in motion long ago that he's
Yeah.
mostly powerless to stop. Wow, another good DCU metaphor. Maybe this movie is smarter than I thought.
100 generations? Really? How many years is that? Biogeology, what is that, like a million years? Oh.
Never mind. Black Manta returns, and he's still very upset about Aquaman killing his dad. But when Yaya finds an epic glowing dinglehopper at the bottom of the ocean, he'll be possessed by a murderous force that haunts him in the mirror
my goodness.
again, and become even more upset about Aquaman killing his dad. Now, to get his revenge, Manta will need a second bonus MacGuffin known as Oracle.
With a large stockpile of Oracle.
A magic fuel
why are they
that makes
doing that?
everything light up green. Plus, it's just a fun word to say.
Kane calls it Oracle.
He's using the stolen Oracle to heat the planet.
By exploiting Oracle, Atlantis rapidly became a superpower, unlike any other.
Oracle.
All that stolen Oracle.
Oh my god.
See how dangerous the Oracle could be? Not the Oracle!
Turn into Oracle challenge. Difficulty impossible.
Have to stop burning the Oracle.
Randomly appearing at odd moments.
They made it worse.
As if a role were cut way back is Amber Heard's Mira,
Sheesh.
who rises from the depths before getting sidelined by hepatitis C. Patrick Wilson returns as ex-King Orm for a little fish out of water comedy.
Yeah, that was funny.
I don't know! I used to run!
He's never had to
And
run.
a little bro they
Makes sense.
bronte drama with his Brosidon, king of the Broshin.
Do not call me brother. Do not call me brother.
There's a lot of that.
Thank you,
At the end.
brother.
Yep.
Dr. Shin is back, who helpfully keeps an exposition log for the audience.
Expedition log.
It's incredible that these ancient machines can still function after all these years. I don't know how he knows about this, but it all started the day he found that trident.
That we saw.
Including the only way to obtain this Oracle is to steal it from highly protected storage vaults.
Also, Nicole Kidman actually returns as Queen Atlanna.
Actually
Or at
returns.
least the 5% necessary to film her action scenes.
Like,
So do you think when she said, heartbreak feels good in a place like this, she was thinking about the trident piercing Cordax's chest? So plunge in to the DCEU one final time.
yo.
It's not looking too good.
Soak in those precious final comic book shout-outs.
My friend Storm.
Tactical operations and pursuit operative. Topo, for short.
Synergistic inter-studio references.
See, going back to ask.
Toko or Toto? I forgot
And
already.
invulnerable
Toko.
heroes who are never so hurt that a good groan can't fix them.
That was a fun scene. Like the first movie.
But don't worry, next year we get to start all over again.
2025.
With a third Superman origin story. Aren't you hyped?
Maybe not.
Please take me with you.
Starring
Maybe not origin story
Sunken,
completely.
Idaho, Ormagerd, the Poop Deck,
Ormagerd.
Dark Helmet, Shin Aquaman, Dolphin, the Book of Papa Wet, only merman in the building.
I didn't know it was Martin
Wide
Short.
Shut.
And my claw.
Green Lantern.
Okay.
Another heroic whale finale. And another perfect DCEU metaphor.
Sheesh.
Harry Water and the Deathly Shallows.
Okay. Okay. That was actually okay.
You know, if I had a nickel for every franchise featuring Jason Momoa and worm riding, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's still kind of weird that that's happened twice.
I love how they spoke to Mara. Mara's involvement in the film. She would show up every now and then. She was in it more than I expected, though. I will say that. Amber Heard was in this movie way more than I expected. The way people were talking about it was like she's barely in the movie. Apparently her role was cut back, which I understood that. But she was in the movie a pretty good amount. I was surprised. But hepatitis C, being taken out by hepatitis C, it was pretty funny. But she's there. But it's weird how she's there because there's times where she should be at the home or taking care of the kid and she's not. And then Aquaman's talking about being a single parent. Like, okay, that was weird. But this was a good, honest trailer. Like, it hit on everything that you would want it to hit on. It's this movie. It should have come out much sooner, considering it was one of the only billion-dollar movies from DC, the DCEU. You would think they would have fast-tracked it, but they were doing so many other things. They were focused on so many other things, and it was really annoying. And the first one I like, and this one has moments where it feels like the first movie, but a lot of moments where it's like it's trying to be something else that it really doesn't need to be. The whole thing with Black Manta being possessed, that was lame. Then you have the possession going between people towards the end of the movie. The last battle, there's some things in here that you like to see, and it's cool. But the final battle in the first movie was just way cooler. You're just more invested. This one is just like, you know, it doesn't lead anywhere, so you don't really care all that much. And I think that was my problem with this one. But let's check out the pitch meeting, because I'm sure Ryan's got some good stuff on this one. So let's see what it's all about.
So, you got that new movie for me?
Yes, sir, I do. So at the beginning of this movie, this guy keeps getting streams of pee in his mouth, right? Oh, I think you might have the wrong building.
Streams?
I don't think so, sir. Aquaman 2? Oh, really? Yeah, see, Aquaman has a kid now, and this baby keeps peeing in his mouth, because, you know, being a dad is tough. Okay. And so at the end of the day, he enjoys a nice Guinness, the perfect beer for cool dads. What are you talking about? Well, I figure, you know, superhero fatigue seems to be a thing, so we gotta secure our bag.
Ah, you mean like switch debris?
No, just like super product placements.
Oh, even better.
Yeah, so Aquaman washes down baby pee with some Guinness and then complains about how much he hates his job.
As the king of Atlantis?
Yeah, it doesn't like it.
Wasn't the first movie about him kind of accepting his position as the king of Atlantis?
Yeah, it doesn't like it.
All right.
But one day a bad guy is gonna start doing some bad stuff, so Aquaman's gotta step up.
Uh-oh, who's he gonna go up against this time? I mean, we had Black Manta in the first one.
That's right.
You're gonna like this. We're gonna have him go up against Black Manta.
Oh!
Yeah,
But
again.
like for real, for real.
But this time Black Manta finds a magical trident and gets possessed by an evil spirit.
That's right.
Sure, okay, that's slightly different.
A little bit. So
Slightly.
he starts going around the ocean stealing a bunch of this stuff called orichalcum.
Uh-oh, sounds like a very scary brand of toothpaste.
No, it's actually this very powerful stuff that's also really bad for the planet.
Even scarier.
And one day he and his crew attack Atlantis to steal some of this stuff.
So he's got a whole crew? How's he paying for all this?
He shut up and so he's gonna be like, I'm gonna kill me a dead mermaid.
They all
What?
want to
So, yeah,
do
this
the same
attack
thing.
kind of springs Aquaman into
want
action
Aquaman to
and
die
he starts
too.
doing cool action scenes for the rest of the movie.
Sick.
Yeah, he's gonna do the same yell as Goofy when he fights, which is maybe a cool thing to do when you're
Maybe.
fighting.
It might be.
And he's gotta figure out how to stop this guy because
Maybe.
the whole planet's gonna be destroyed.
Oh boy, sounds like he needs to get the Justice League together.
Nope.
Why not?
Because
Absolutely
fair
not.
enough. No, instead he goes to
Not
get his
even
brother
Batman.
Orm. Remember
Like
Orm
originally.
from the first movie? He's from the first movie. He is. So this is gonna be a buddy comedy now.
Sure, okay.
So eventually they're gonna get to where Black Manta is, and and they find this trident, and Orm is gonna learn all about its history and whatnot. How does he learn that? Well, when you touch this thing, it turns you into an exposition machine. Storytelling tridents are tight.
And they gave
so he
him
finds
everything.
out that the spirit possessing Black Manta is called Kordax, and he was trapped using blood magic a long time ago by his brother, King Atlan. Blood magic's the bloodiest kind of magic. In order to free Kordax, Black Manta is gonna need some blood from one of Atlan's descendants, so
That's
you
right.
know, Aquaman and his family. Wow, it's crazy that the guy that found this trident already had beef with the bloodline needed to bring this guy back from the dead. Yeah, I wrote a crazy thing here. Good. So to get his hands on some of this royal blood, Black
crazy
Manta
thing.
kidnaps Aquaman's baby. Oh, this guy's good. Babies are also filled with blood. Yeah, that's a weird way to phrase
Good
that.
Lord.
Anyway, when Aquaman finds this out, he's gonna be
Why
like,
say it that way?
"Whoa!" That makes sense. So now they gotta go fight this bad guy and save a baby. Very exciting. So as they're doing that, Black Manta's gonna throw the magic trident at Mira, but Orm is gonna catch it, and so he gets possessed. Orm Norm. And so now the evil spirit wants to use Orm to destroy the planet, but Aquaman puts a stop to that. How? The powers of forgiveness and brotherly love. Aww. So then what happens? Well, the evil spirit manages to get some of Aquaman's blood, so he gets released. Uh-oh. So Aquaman throws a trident at his freaking face, but he catches it. Yikes. Sounds like he's strong. It's gonna be tough to defeat him. Actually, it's gonna be super easy.
No.
Barely
Do
an
it
inconvenience.
twice.
Oh, really? Yeah, see, Aquaman's smart, so what he does is he throws another trident. Wow! Yeah, that one works. Oh, wow. Wow. So they save the
Do
planet,
it
and
again.
Aquaman goes to Orm like, hey, you know what? I'm not gonna put you back in jail.
Right.
You're a good dude. Nice. Instead, I'm gonna tell everybody that you died, and you'll be forever exiled, and you can never return to the kingdom you loved. Oh my God. Well, that's a nice moment. And then Aquaman's gonna give a press conference.
That's a
about
nice
what? Well, he's gonna
moment.
kind of reveal to the Earth that they exist
That
and
was
say
a cool
that
twist.
Wakanda's gonna share their technology with everybody.
Not really
You
a
say
twist.
Wakanda, and then he's gonna end the press conference by saying, I am Aquaman, and then we're done. All right. That is
I
exactly
am
how the
Iron
first
Man.
Iron Man movie ended. Yeah, great movie. Didn't the world already know he was Aquaman? Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess we can get weird, have some fun with this one. It's not like it's the end of the DCEU, right? It'd be
Oh,
pretty
Jesus.
weird to end the DCEU the same way the MCU began. That would be weird, but I mean, I don't see the DCEU ending. Oh, also, there's going to be a mid-credit scene where Orm eats a cockroach. Can you imagine if that was the last ever scene in the
Could
DCEU?
you imagine?
That would be wild. But again, so much would have to go wrong for the DCEU to end on that note.
So much. Oh my God. Oh my God. That was hilarious. My goodness. He went in on that one. That was just having the back to back all the title cards, well, the ending title cards. Oh my goodness. So much went wrong with the DCEU. So much. And it's unfortunate because some of it was okay. But it's there was a lot that was going wrong with this whole universe, and they tried, but they just could not figure it out. They were trying to do something different in certain ways. Certain things they probably did do okay. Like the Suicide Squad, I actually really enjoy. Suicide Squad, not so much, but they did better with how they treated their villains in this universe compared to Marvel, to me. But it didn't land, and it didn't make the moolah they were hoping it would make. So, that's where we're at. Now they're starting over, but that killed me. That ending was hilarious. It just, could you imagine? Could you imagine if this is how it ended? Could you imagine that we end the DCEU the way that Marvel started the MCU? Like, that's, when you think of it like that, it's really sad, to be honest. It's unfortunate, but it's where we are. So yeah, there you go. Aquaman 2. This is a movie that I don't necessarily need to see again. Like, I watched it with my boys. My wife fell asleep. She watched it again. And normally I would be okay with watching it again, like a superhero movie. Yeah. But as I was watching it, I was like, I'm kind of bored. There's cool stuff happening in certain scenarios, but I'm kind of bored. Like, you know what's going to happen. You know how it's going to go. There's really no point. There's no real surprises in this one. It just plays out the way that you kind of fully expect. And so for me, it was rather boring. But, it is what it is. Now we're going to start over. Superman Legacy, or now Superman, I am excited for. Because, Superman movies are great. And I don't feel like the DCEU understood what they had with that character. Plus, they were doing Henry Cavill kind of wrong to me. So that was my my thoughts on that. I wanted him to be Superman. He was Superman. I fully accepted it, and now he's not. So we got a Superman lookalike, or a Henry Cavill kind of lookalike, taking over. He looks good in the suit. I saw a leaked little picture of the suit, so it looks cool. Your thoughts, comments. Let me know what you think about the movie and what you thought about the pitch meeting and the honest trailer. Pitch meeting wins just for the ending. That was hilarious, but both were great. Both talked about the different things I wanted to talk about. The honest trailer did have a leg up, though, on the pitch meeting where it talked about Mara. Like, when it went through the different characters, just talking about Mara and the disjointedness of how she was in the movie, and, you know, obviously why. They get a little bit of a leg up for that for me on that one, because pitch meeting didn't really acknowledge it much at all. So yeah, they got a leg up there, which is nice. But I do wish, if you didn't know, Batman was supposed to be in this movie. At first it was going to be Ben Affleck's Batman, then it was going to be Michael Keaton's Batman at one point, because I think the Flash was going to kind of change some of the things that happened in this movie. What happened in the Flash was going to change some of the things in this movie. There was some stuff going on there. They took all that out, and now I'm like, you could have maybe included him towards the end when he's doing the press conference, which was kind of cringy. But when I saw the thumbnail for Honest trailer, I thought like they did a whole little Photoshop thing of that. That's in the movie. That shot is actually in the movie. And I was like, I'm so glad this is over. So it's, but that's it. That's really where we're at with this. Your thoughts, again, in the comments below. Let me know what you thought of the pitch meeting, the Honest trailer, and the movie itself. Which one you think might have won between these two? Pitch meeting or honest trailer. Give me your thoughts as well. I always appreciate you guys' thoughts and responses to these reactions. So hopefully you enjoyed this one. Subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet. Hit that like button. And as always, I will see you guys on the next video. Take care.